Hello, everyone, and welcome to our lesson, the first 20 Spanish words to learn. In this lesson, we are going to go over 20 of the most common and popular words in Spanish. These are going to be Spanish words that are going to help you a lot with Spanish sentence creation, sentence structure, and just overall grammar. So these are going to be some pretty common words to learn. But first, do you want to learn Spanish fast? If so, please be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the Remote Language channel. We are always posting new Spanish language learning lesson videos. So please stay on top of that by subscribing to our channel. So next, let's go ahead and get started with those 20 Spanish words to learn. We're going to go ahead and start off with our very first one, and that is going to be hola. Hola. Hola is very common, and that just means hello. So this is a very popular way to say hello to someone or to greet someone in Spanish. So next, let's learn bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. And that means welcome. Next, let's learn adios. Adios means goodbye. And we're only 3 words in, and you've already learned how to say hello and goodbye to someone in Spanish. All right, let's look at our next one, and our next word is disculpe. Disculpe. Disculpe means excuse me, and sometimes I'm sorry. It's a little bit more frequently used as excuse me, but sometimes can be used as I'm sorry. There's another phrase for I'm sorry, which is a little bit more common, which is lo siento. But disculpe means either excuse me or I'm sorry. So let's look at our next Spanish word. And that is another very common one, and that is gracias. Gracias. And that means thank you. Next, we have sí. Sí, which means yes. Now you will notice, and this is going to come in handy here for our next Spanish word. You will notice that sí has an accent mark over the I, and that means yes. Now let's take a look at our next Spanish word, and that'll kind of contrast this just a little bit. We have sí again. So sí, this time means if. So you will notice the difference here. So sí with the accent mark over the I means yes, but sí without the accent mark, so it's just a regular I, means if. So this is more of the conjunction if. So just know that's the difference there. With the accent mark means yes, without the accent mark as the regular letter means if. So next, we've learned how to say yes. Let's learn how to say no. No. And this one's easy enough. It means no. So this one's very easy to learn. No just means no. Now let's take a look at our next Spanish word, and that is hoy. Hoy. And that means today. So next, let's learn mañana. Mañana. Tomorrow. So we've learned how to say today, and now we know how to say tomorrow. Next, let's learn ayer. Ayer means yesterday. So we've learned how to say today, tomorrow, and yesterday. Ayer is yesterday. Next, let's learn bueno. Bueno means good. And the opposite of bueno, we have malo. Malo, which means bad. So we've learned how to say good and bad. Bueno y malo. Next, let's learn bien. Bien, which means well. Okay, let's take a look at our next Spanish word. We have nunca. Nunca, which means never. And let's go ahead and look at the opposite of never. We have siempre. Siempre. Always. So siempre, always. Okay, next. Igualmente. Igualmente. Igualmente means likewise. This is pretty frequently used in a way of nice to meet you as well, or likewise. It's likewise nice to meet you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our next one. So we have todo, todo. Todo means all or everything. Okay, next, let's go ahead and look, ironically, at próximo, which means next. So próximo, next. Okay. Hasta, hasta. Hasta means until. And this language learning lesson on the first 20 Spanish words to learn has been brought to you by Remote Language. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to like and follow us on social media. So like this video down below and also subscribe to our channel. But you can also find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/remote language learning. Of course, be sure to like the video and to subscribe to the @Remote Language channel to stay on top of our language learning lesson videos. And we are also on Pinterest. You can check us out as @Remote Language. Thank you so much for participating in this video. I hope you learned a lot about the first 20 Spanish words to learn, and I'll see you in the next lesson.